We only get one day of Geega LARP. Who are you playing tomorrow? Can we vote? Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Maybe I'll put a wig on and be a different VTuber. No clue. Yeah, maybe Joel. Maybe we do that. I don't know. Dude, have you seen, I was looking, the current hot topic. Well, not that hot, but a topic. For a long time, there's been a community of people that are LARP tubers. And tubers is in YouTubers, not like VTubers, but LARP tubers. And it's people that do content in the style of someone else. And they basically have the same name as them, but they put LARP in it, right? Which is fine. It's the same shit people do on like SNL and stuff, right? It's fine so long as you are doing something where you're not being mean toward the person. You know what I mean? It's just character acting. And it can be, yeah, it's parody, which can be funny, can be good, and is legal with copyright law and stuff as long as you're properly stating, like, I am not that person, you know? So some of them do it tastefully. A lot of them are not that popular because it's just like, if the creator's still making content, then people just watch the creator, right? But there's one who's LARPing as Technoblade, and Technoblade passed away 4 years ago. Really, really big, well-known Minecraft YouTuber. And I'm like, ugh. And people have been getting really upset at him recently. And I saw this because Sneak, who's he's gonna be on my Block Wars team on this next one, and we've been teammates before. I saw on Twitter, because I follow him on Twitter, he tweeted something that was just like, I don't know, I just think I'm not a fan of someone LARPing as my dead friend. And I was like, what the f is he talking about? So I looked into it. I was like, what the hell? And oh my god, man. Because I was like, what is happening to make him say that? You know, I didn't really like, I hadn't seen the Technoblade one. I'd seen other LARP tubers and stuff, but yeah, it's kind of, I think, yeah, it seems misguided. I mean, he seems to be like a fan. It looks like he like knows all the inside jokes. He knows everything about the content, whatever. It's not coming from someone who's just like, they just woke up and decided to do this and then started researching him. Like, I think this guy probably watched him for a long time and was a major fan, but I don't know. The thing that bothers me is most of these people that are LARP accounts, they try to do things with the creators themselves, and they try to do things with the creators' friends or their community. They try to appeal to that community. And it's definitely a big, like, piggybacking moment, right? Where they're trying to scrape together whatever they can for themselves off of someone else's community or friend base or whatever. And yeah, right, it's definitely like self-inserting into someone else's and that's the part that's weirdest to me, everything else aside. I think character acting and parody is fine. And if you had a channel where you like changed up characters, you were like doing parody for like a month is this person, a month is that person, something like that, you know, whatever. But when you just do one, if you're not trying hard to interact with the person or people around them, then it's fine. But a lot of them, I feel like they do that, you know? So it's kind of, yeah, you know, exploitative a little bit. I don't know. And I mean, like, no one owns their audience. So if you're just doing something and you appeal to someone else's audience in some way and that audience starts watching you, I don't think that's like an evil thing that a person does. No one owns the people that watch them, right? But when you start doing things with people's friends while LARPing as them, you know, or like going out of your way to be in that community, like going into someone's Discord and talking in there a whole bunch, right? Stuff like that. Replying to them a ton on Twitter. It just feels that's where it gets kind of weird, right? But none of them have been like super problematic until, you know, this potentially, which again, I don't think this guy's like a bad person, but until this one who's LARPing as a person who has passed away, you know, kind of, I don't like that. No thanks. I wonder how trademark works in this instance. Well, almost no one trademarks themselves as a content creator. Trademark and IP law and copyright law is really archaic and bad, to put it simply. Really archaic and bad. So most people do not trademark themselves as a creator because in general, if you're trying to pretend to be them and they don't have their stuff trademarked, they could still argue, hey, I have been this thing or acting as this thing or this person for a while, and they would probably win the court case. So most people don't really need to do that. So yeah. Feels one step away from the you made this, I made this meme. This is your life, my life now. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Oh, it's kind of weird. I think there are still ones that do it in good taste, though, and they don't do anything other than reply or comment on someone's YouTube video. So if someone was LARPing as me and all they did, the only thing that seemed like a lot of interaction was just them like commenting on a YouTube video. I mean, whatever, you know, like that's not really that crazy. But I don't know. I haven't seen anyone do it for any VTubers yet, though, which I think they don't because the character is definitely a big part of the IP, the copyright, etc. So if you did that, it would get weird, you know? That part is like actually stepping into legal territory because it's not just a person, it's a person and a whole character and stuff with a visual identity. So you start to get into that territory. So I haven't really seen anyone do it for VTubers. I don't think many VTubers are big enough where people would do that. Anytime I see like a LARP channel, a YouTube channel, it's almost always a huge YouTuber, you know? Like seeing those virus accounts on Twitter, a little strange. I never really knew what they were. I just think they're a fan, right? What is that? Can someone confirm? When someone's like VTuber name virus on Twitter, what is it? Are they LARPing? Or are they just like, what is it? I think it's just a fan account, right? Their stands. Okay. Well, that's not, you know, that's whatever. Yeah, I think it's just kind of like they want to be a fan account, but they don't want a personal identity or personal interest tied to it. They're just there, you know, I guess. I don't know. Just be a normal fan. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Worst we got are those pre-debut accounts that may have very, very close ties to some other people. Yeah, you know, I actually think when you go on Twitter, a huge amount of the small VTubers you see, I'm pretty sure are just bots. Because there's a ton of them that all have the same exact format and they follow thousands of accounts and they all post the same kind of stuff and they mostly just retweet things. It's all text posts. They don't really have any image posts. They do talk like bots. Yeah. So I think a lot of the really tiny, like pre-debut VTuber community is just bots. There are also very real people there, but you know, I think I'm pretty sure a lot of them are just fake. Because I remember years ago, there was a discourse about this where a bunch of VTubers were like, how come there's so many people on Twitter trying to interact with me? They're all pre-debut and they're like talking about like, oh, what if we do something together, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to interact really hard and get the follow back, but they like have never made content. And I'm like, yeah, right. And people be like, oh, V-tweeters or something like that, which some of them were. They say they're VTuber, but they are only on Twitter, right? But I think so many of them nowadays, by now, are actually just bot accounts. I don't know, man. Why? They can't possibly make money doing it, right? Or maybe they do. I don't know. I don't understand the point. The guy who runs Twitter's algo and bot detection said that it's actually impossible to detect bots because there's a lot of people who just act like bots. Yeah, it's been like that for a while, man. I mean, you know, I get really tired of it. I get so many tweets recommended to me where someone, it's just something about the format, you can smell it. And you're like, this is a bot account or someone used AI to write this. You can smell the hell out of it. Because you look at the person's name, you look at their profile picture, you look at their bio, you look at their pinned tweet, and then you look at the last thing they tweeted, and there's just a format that it follows. But it's specifically the way they write tweets. And I keep seeing people go, one day I was talking to my son, I sat down with him at the table, and it went like this, : and then it's like dialogue, quotes, hey mom, how are you? End quote, quotes, doing great, son, something, quote, right? And like, they just have these like story formats like that, where there's like a once upon a time opener and then some dialogue and then another description of how they felt about that dialogue during that. And then at the end, they always have the tweet end prematurely, so you want to click because they made a thread out of it. And they want you to open the tweet and read what happened in the rest of the story by going to the next thing. And it's always story time, dude. When I see these, I think 9 times out of 10, they're just like AI generated. They're not, you know, whether it's a real person generating it and then copy pasting, or if it's just fully automated, it's a bot. Either way, same shit to me, you know? I don't know, man. Yeah, or those smaller tweets that end on the cliffhanger, so you look inward. I don't know. I, male 43, went to the poop deli. Yeah, man. One day I was at the table with my son when he looked me in the eyes and said, we're not only at the table, we're making a story together. It's not this, it's that. Oh, I can't, man. I can't. Marathon plays on this, the Sekiguchi AI worm writing folklore that just doesn't fit right since it's an AI. Yeah. They hit the nail on the head with it too. It's really funny, the writing for the sec gen stuff in Marathon, because it's literally that, where it's like trying so hard to appeal to people and trying so hard to act almost like a motherly figure, but then stuff that it's written does not hit right with people because it's an AI and it just cannot get it 100% right. So yeah, it's an interesting character.